This one's gonna be controversial. I don't know why, actually. I just felt like saying that as the intro. I don't have anything controversial to say, at least not right now. I mean, it's just the start of the run. We gotta see where the hell it goes, right? Hi, by the way, how you doing? Hope you're ready for some controversy. I do like seeing that planetarium right at the start. That is a great thing to see, actually. The controversy would be whatever I do if I don't end up getting the key to go in there, because... brother, I want to go in there. I want to see what the hell that planetarium has for me. I need to see the contents therein. I need to know what planetarium item I am going to be granted, and most importantly, if I can re-roll it in time or turn it into something better. If it's shit, also, I should stop taking so much damage. That would be very nice too. Where the hell's this freak at? The devil hides his true form, for he is afraid. He is afraid of the righteous wrath of God. Me, a drunk driver, and the devil being a child who didn't look both ways while crossing the road. Like, I've had people mention that they're concerned that some of my bits lately have been a little unhinged, and I'm just actually I actually genuinely have psychopathic tendencies that I'm trying to hide. I'm here to rest, to put those allegations to rest by saying, yeah, no, I'm probably a psychopath, and the only thing that's keeping me suppressed or keeping it so that I don't act on any of those tendencies is video games. So you better keep me locked up with Fortnite for the rest of my damn life, or we're gonna be having some big trouble. Brother, where the hell are my keys? There's not even one for sale in the shop. No. You do not do this to me. You do not do this to me. You cannot dangle a planetarium on the first floor in front of me and then let me not let me go inside. It's fine, we're gonna get latchkey from this boss. It's okay, it's okay. Anyway, you know, like, like, no joke aside, I don't think I actually have any psychopathic tendencies. I just like coming up with insane bits because I think it's fucking hilarious. What if this... Hold on. I know my secret room has to be down here. I think. What can I do? Oh, fuck. Wait, no, there's a plan here. I just need to find something in... Okay, well, I fucked that one up. You gotta be kidding me, man! What is with this shit? No keys at all, like, all floor? Do I dare reroll this? Do I dare? What if? I can't. What if? But I can't. You know how I just said I don't have any psychopathic tendencies? I think I'm gonna put Edmund in my suicide note. Or not suicide note, like my manifesto. What do you mean this is the first floor? And I literally can't do anything. I wasted my bombs, I guess. Looking for secret rooms in very reasonable locations, like down here, or up here. But I guess it's to the left here. Whoa, what's this hole? No way. What? I can't believe that I just It's not there either. Where the fuck is the secret room? Okay, like, I know I just cheated to give myself matchbook. I was just curious, okay? It's not there? Where the fuck is the secret room on? Is it up here? Where the fuck is it? I'm gonna check every wall now. I'm actually curious. What the fuck do you mean? Is it up here? Least insane secret room location? What the fuck are you talking about? I would have never found this. Anyway, I did say it was gonna be a controversial run. You know what? Look, if I checked there to begin with, I would have had Mercurius. I don't even have the charge to use on this now. Actually, wasn't there one in the shop? There is. Okay, hold on. Pluto's a bit more interesting. Let's just assume I checked here first for some reason instead of, like, the more reasonable locations, okay? Anyway, it's a controversial run. I like controversy, okay? Look, man. Look, man. I can't let something like that stand. I can pass up the damn stopwatch here, but come on. I can't let that stand. The game is trying to slight me, and I am not gonna play by its rules. There's no shot. By the way, I'm gonna get rid of these black hearts. I earned those. I will get rid of those. Like, you know. They were illegitimately acquired. Even though it does lead to me having to take some damage here to clear these rooms, but you know. There you go. They were illegitimately acquired, and I will get rid of them like that. I at least have still, like, an ounce of fair play in me. But, you know, if the game treats you unfairly, you gotta treat it unfairly back. Sometimes you just gotta play the game like that. I know I just lost, like, every Isaac purist by doing what I did on that first floor. But I felt like actually having fun today instead of being lambasted by the game every step of the way. So there we go. You know what? Maybe it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I just make statements like, oh, this is gonna be a controversial run without any meaning behind them. and then it ends up being controversial because I do controversial things. So maybe that's what that's what it is like, right? A prophecy that fulfills itself and all that. I'm gonna get rid of both the matchbooks I got. Just to, you know, just to clean that up a little bit. And we'll just pretend I found the secret room first try by sheer accident because I checked the most insane spot for it, instead of checking the most reasonable places first. Oh, speaking of bombs. Speaking of bombs, I guess I have no excuse to look for it on this floor. Let me guess, it's not here! Okay, that would've been crazy. That would've been a crazy place for it to not be. Luck down, shot speed down, tears down. Okay, this is fine, I'm getting punished for my insolence, but holy shit, you see. What the fuck? That guy was loaded. They buried him with all of his cash. What the hell? Bro was absolutely loaded on money. Anyway, to get into, you know, non-Isaac talk. The era has indeed finally ended. I alluded to it yesterday. It's not cold as shit anymore. But the crazy part about it not being cold as shit anymore is that it, over the course of 24 hours, the temperature went up by like 16 degrees. Which is crazy. When I woke up yesterday, it was -8 outside. When I woke up this morning, it was +8, which is wild. That is a wild swing in temperatures. Where did all this heat come from all of a sudden, you know? That's crazy, man. I'm not complaining. It's still, you know, decently cool. I like it this way anyway, but it's wild, man. Like, what the fuck? Maybe I should start believing the weather forecast more. I'm still doubtful about it most of the time. I just don't buy it, you know? Like, you mean to tell me that you can just predict what the weather is gonna do? Pfft, yeah, okay. Next you're gonna tell me we can predict if somebody's gonna be a criminal or something. Next you're gonna tell me I want a watch list or something like that. What? Nah, man, I don't buy it. Think there's a sack room this floor? I feel like I would have already seen it if there were one. I'm doing damage, but I mean, I got the insane tier rate out of Pluto. Couple of damage ups. It goes a long way. Lil Brim helping out quite a bit. He ain't no slouch. He ain't no slouch. Okay, roll that. That's a little bit more interesting. Like, here's what I'm scheming right now, right? I'm only getting one more charge on this floor for one more reroll. What's better to reroll, the knife piece or the normal side item room where I haven't taken an item yet? Because the knife piece is literally useless to me unless I reroll it. But it's only one item. There's 2 pedestals in the normal item room, but I only know one of them. And I know that the one that I can currently see is useless. But what if the current mystery item is actually good, right? I could at least have, you know, something out of the knife piece and then get like the best of both worlds maybe? I don't know. You know, I'm trying to scheme in my head here. Run the arithmetic. Sorry, arithmetic. That's how you say that word. I'm trying to run the arithmetic in my head, like, which one is... Alright, teleporting is busted again. Which one is the better outcome? I've ran it, and I've deduced that best blood is what I'm gonna get here, I guess. Oh well, not really what I was hoping for, but what can you do? I hope this is any... It was also dog shit. Okay, so, hey, that's how things are sometimes, you know? Secret rooms, by the way. I feel like one is right here. Okay. A little bit of cash makes it worthwhile to go to the shop now. Which happens to have BFFs. Absolutely taking that. I like it. I like it. I like what I'm getting here. I'm liking what you're putting down, game. I'm picking it up. Doesn't like there's a little brim where fucking BFFs basically just do normal brim type damage. I feel like he probably does, right? Like bro's just gonna nut all over. I can't say it like that, man. Nutting over people is like that's like old gamer lingo. It didn't used to be corrupted because I mean I think it always used to mean ejaculating, but like, you know, I think like you used to be able to say it without like people thinking like, oh, this guy's gonna come. You know, it's not like a sexual thing. It's like, oh, you mean like you're gonna destroy things, you know? I don't know. This was like a 2014 gamer thing, you know? It's like a decade ago. Some things from my teenage years are just ingrained in my head. It's crazy to think. For the longest time, well, up until like 2 years ago, I could always just say, oh, like a decade ago to, you know, refer to my childhood. But now when I say like a decade ago, because I'm in my mid-20s now, I'm referring to my teenage years. Ugh, what the hell? I know I have this existential dread thing about realizing that I'm growing older every like 2 weeks, but, you know, the passage of time stops for nobody, man. I'm not immortal, I gotta deal with this shit, you know? Yeah, you know what? This makes finding secret rooms one hell of a lot easier. I just got an inverted fool card, and, yeah. Drops the most recent 6 items along- Oh my god. Wait a minute. There's actually, like, an insane play here with this fool card. I don't even need to necessarily collect a ton of money or something like that. I'm still gonna see how much I can get. Maybe I can get like a quarter's worth of money. Or get some extra bombs or, you know, something like that. But, drop my recent most 6 items. 2 of which are complete dog water. There's some rerolling that I'll be doing, man. The real question is, you know, how much of it will I actually keep? Of the recent most 6 items. I might not have to do it this floor, to be fair. I could just do it at a later floor. But I want to see my shop, I guess, to see if there's a charge in there, because maybe that's something that's worth spending money on as well. It sure is, so... Alright, here's what we do, Love this motherfucker. Got a little bit of cash for me. Use the Fool card. Go crazy. Go crazy. Go stupid. I hate that it stacked up both of those pedestals into one spot. It's a bit annoying, but what can you do? I'm obviously keeping you, and I'm obviously keeping you, and I'm obviously keeping you. I guess I can reroll the other 3. I don't mind that. There's a flip in there. There's a 99 bombs. I don't know what the other thing is. I don't mind flight. Flight's pretty good. I am stuck here. I am stuck here. Let me out. Let me out. Yeah, those 3 pedestals are nasty. At least I didn't grab any items, but I think the other thing was like a book of secrets. Yeah, okay. Hold on. I don't care much for flip. So we're gonna roll again. I'm dancing. Fuck it. I'm just taking these. Yeah, okay. It's Mega Mush, the other one. Can I please clear these damn pedestals? I don't know why I'm saving quitting. I could just leave the room. There we go. Let me just like fucking... Okay, I got myself a Mega Mush. Now, the real question is, can I also finesse a rock bottom out of this somehow? I don't think I can, and I'm not getting another charge either, and there's no fucking sack room. Still, no fucking sack room. You never get the things you need most. That being said, I'm gonna fight the boss with Mega Mush, because why the hell not? It's a funny one. A mini Mega Isaac. It looks funny as hell. Hey, some tier 8. No deal, of course. That's a bummer, because like... Fuck, what do I do now? I might as well take this for a card. Chaos card? Okay. Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. Also, where the hell... There's my Ultra Secret Room. I had a feeling to be here. I can't rock Mega Mush. The D6 is too valuable. But getting this Chaos card is very exciting. Because what if this floor has Hush? Not Hush. Gideon. Get those two confused sometimes. They're like just big, rotund bosses that, are annoying. My item room. What do we got? Backstabber, which is an absolutely broken item. I will gladly acquire that. I'm so tiny and I also don't have a body anymore. It's becoming harder and harder by the minute for me to make out where the fuck I am on the screen. It's becoming more and more difficult every waking moment as this run continues. Man, this run needs rock bottom. I'm noticing. Also, it's a tall boss room. Not to alert you or anything, but it's a tall boss room. Oh, buddy. You love to do this. It's always a joy. It's always an absolute joy being able to do that. That's a second guppy item. Gladly take that. And then re-roll it, because it's not like I can come back in here. Little Horn is pretty good too. Now, what do we have down here? Let me take a look. Obviously, I can re-roll this stuff too, but... Right, the crawl spaces mod struggles with this a little bit for some reason. I don't know why they haven't fixed that yet. Oh, that's a cricket's body, though. That's a cricket's body. Keep Bozo around for now. Maybe I can re-roll it. Maybe I get the opportunity to. I doubt that I'll even get a charge. But it's worth trying, right? I guess that means we're grabbing both this and Bozo. Might as well blow up this guy, because I can. Bro thought he was safe down here, but he sure wasn't. Okay, so I was just making fun earlier, but here's like an actually controversial statement. Something that'll really get people riled up if they disagree with me. But what's the fucking deal with this Palworld game that I've seen all over the place all of a sudden? Why is it so fucking popular? I mean, I know why it's so fucking popular, because Pokemon is insanely popular, and... Oh my god, it's an Archie. And, the Pokemon developers have been doing nothing but shitting out terrible Pokemon games for the last half-decade. So Pokemon fans are in like this abusive relationship. You know, I'll just take this. They're in this abusive relationship where they want to play Pokemon games so badly because they grew up with Pokemon and they love it dearly. By the way, this Schoolbag could have shown up way sooner and it would have been great. But, you know, and so they play every one of the shitty Pokemon games and then complain about the games continuously being bad because the devs have no incentive to actually make them good. But that's a completely different story, and I just hate Pokemon. I'm a Pokemon hater. I'm a noted Pokemon hater. I was never a kid that enjoyed Pokemon. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh kid, and by the time I grew out of that stuff, you know, I didn't grow into Pokemon. So I just missed Pokemon completely. I was just never a huge fan of it. The other thing about Palworld that makes me not a huge fan of it is the fact that it looks like Ark Survival Evolved, which I also never liked as a game. I always thought it looked like absolute shit. I'm sure it was a completely serviceable survival game. You know, a run-of-the-mill survival game, as good as they come. Unfortunately, though, I didn't really like those most of the time. I like Minecraft, but not because of the survival aspect. That isn't really the part that hooks me, you know? It's the mods. But that's besides the point as well. So I already knew by the time I first saw Palworld, it's not for me. And that's fine. Not every game has to be for me, even if it's insanely popular. Right, there's a lot of other games that were insanely popular that were never for me, like PUBG, Call of Duty. Like, there's a lot of games that are very, very popular that I never even wanted to get into, that just didn't look like I would enjoy them. Which is completely fine. That's normal. That's absolutely normal. What pisses me off about Palworld is that it looks like shit. And for some reason, it's so immensely popular, even though there's a lot of discussion around it, and a lot of dubious things going on. I, first of all, am happy for the developers that they have managed to crack the code. Right, I have Echo Chamber, I shouldn't take pills anymore. That they have cracked the code and found a way to sell a game that will make an insane amount of money for them. I'm happy for them. Apparently the game has an insane amount of polish, which is really, you know, sad that that's something that we're praising, considering that, you know, I guess there's been so many games that have released in the recent years that, like, that were just completely broken at launch, that now a game not, like, running like ass at launch is something that's praiseworthy, and having, like, the remotely required amount of polish to be, like, a serviceable game, and have, like, gameplay instead of just looking good. I respect that. I respect that they concentrated on that. It's probably also really easy for them to do that if they didn't actually make any assets, which is the main part I take issue with the game, is that it's an asset flip. It's literally just an asset flip game. Like, 90% of the assets in that game are pre-made and just bought from, like, a fucking Unreal Asset Store or something like that. The only original parts they made are the fake Pokemon designs, which, as people are saying, may even be AI generated. I'm not gonna, you know, insinuate they necessarily are, but the CEO of the company has said that he's pro-AI. He loves generative AI. He thinks it's the coolest thing ever. So it wouldn't surprise me if they were, you know? I'm not saying they are, but it would not surprise me if they were. And to be honest, it's not like that even if they were not AI generated, that they are painfully original, you know? Oh, whatever, just take this. It's not like they are hyper-original designs. A lot of them are very derived, and a lot of them just straight up look like actual existing Pokemon as well. So, you know, it's not like they were cooking with that. It's not like they went crazy with the originality. That all being said, if you're enjoying the game, it looks like it's addictive. A lot of my friends who have been playing it a lot. So it seems to be a very addictive and very fun game. Enjoy it! Absolutely. Don't let me being a hater stop you from enjoying the game, right? This is the thing that always happens online. You shit on something because I want to be a hater for this game. It's tailor-made for me to hate Palworld. Like, the game was perfectly made for me to hate on it because it has all of the things I don't like about a video game. It's low effort in some ways. It's an asset flip, just slop game. Potentially AI generated stuff in it. Pokemon, which I hate. Survival games, which I also think are way overdone. So, like, you know, it just ticks all the boxes for me to hate it, which is why I'll probably never check it out. The fact that it's $30 as well is a big factor that would prevent me from even just trying to give it a fair shot. But don't let that stop you. You know, if you're enjoying the game, I'm happy for you. Enjoy it while you can. There's a good chance it might get a cease and desist from Nintendo. And at that point, it's over. It's unbelievably over. There's no way you're gonna be able to play the game anymore. If Nintendo catches wind of it and actually cares, oh my, it's so unbelievably over. So enjoy it while you can, you know? Let the company milk their money out of it that they want and be happy with it. Kinda want the luck out of this. So yeah, the existence of Palworld is something that is just, it's a bit strange to me, you know? Like, when I first saw it, like, when I saw the reveal trailer, the first one, at, like, Summer Game Fest last year or something like that, whenever they showed it, I was like, this is just Pokemon with guns. I'm sure there's more depth to the gameplay, obviously. Otherwise, people probably wouldn't be enjoying it as much. But from the art direction and all that, it seemed all over the place. The realistic terrain, like, it's like that fucking new Sonic game. But then, like, you know, the characters, the Pokemon, they just look like Pokemon. You can't tell me otherwise. Oh, no, they're pals. Who gives a shit? They're obviously Pokemon. And, like, you know, like, it's very obviously derived and, like, a knockoff game. And apparently the company has, like, a history of just, like, making basically derived knockoff games and just asset flips instead of, like, making their own stuff. Again, if it works, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game. I don't blame them for it. It's just that it's not necessarily high standard content, you know? I feel like what I've realized with this is, it's true once more. Gamers have no standards. Gamers don't want new stuff. Gamers want the old stuff that they already know they like, but with a new coat of paint. That was Dr. Fetus, goddamn, okay. Like, gamers want a Pokemon game on PC, ideally, but at least they want a Pokemon game that doesn't suck ass. But all the Pokemon guys, Niantic or whatever, no, not Niantic, Pokemon Company, whatever they're called. Niantic is just the Pokemon Go guys. All the Pokemon guys have been churning out is, like, shitty game after shitty game. So obviously people are mad. Yeah, like, they'll jump on something like that instead. Have I finally cycled out the telepills? No, there's one more in there. How annoying. Oh well, I'll keep rerolling this. I'm not taking TM Trainer, that's for sure. So I understand why a game like this can even exist in the first place. And my Nintendo might not care, because it's not like it's really stealing any of their market share. It's not like it's released on Nintendo Switch. But it's still fucking crazy to me, man. Like, how have our standards really sunk this low? That, like, an asset flip that, you know, back in, like, 2013, you would have seen YouTubers be like, look at this shitty asset flip game, and, like, made fun of it. Now people are, like, it's selling, like, 5 million copies in 3 days. Has gaming gotten this washed? Is this the gaming drought this bad? Are there no good games anymore that this is what we have to resort to? Like, really? It's just no good new games anymore that people have to resort to, like, playing slop, basically? Like, this is the gaming equivalent of slop. I'm pretty sure this is the type of shit people were concerned about when Valve was like, oh, what, don't allow AI-generated stuff onto the platform. I mean, again, I'm not saying it's AI-generated, but it wouldn't surprise me if it were. You know? Well, I am saying it's AI-generated, potentially, but I'm not, like, you know, saying it with conviction. Oh boy, that's a good pickup. The Spindown Dice. Alright, I get to carry it alongside the D6 as well, because I completely forgot that I have, Schoolbag. Right, that's awesome. You know, it's just crazy to me, man. Like, is gaming really that washed? It must have been cooked. Like, AAA games have been cooked lately, right? Like, it's all just unoptimized garbage that people don't actually like. That's just, like, sucks ass, costs way too much money. So I understand why a game like this would, do well, but it's an indictment of the state that gaming is in. If if so many games come out that are so shit, like, that are hype, that people are excited for, but that are so shit, that something like this can take off. Get something like Palworld, which, by most statutes of measurement, objectively should not be as popular as it is. It's just not that great, or that well made, or anything like that. Does as well as it does. It's quite crazy to me. Okay, that should be the annoying-ass telepill cycled out. I also happen to find my Ultra Secret Room, and by Ultra I mean Super Secret Room, that I just ignored on the first way in. I unfortunately lost my Soul of Forgotten, though, but it's a price to pay. Like, there's my controversial statement about Palworld, right? I'm sure it's a fun game. I've seen plenty of friends playing it. It must be fun. It must be, like, I dare not say good, because a good game doesn't necessarily have to be fun, and vice versa. A fun game doesn't necessarily mean it is good. But you know what I mean. I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure it's enjoyable. I'm sure people are having a great time with it, and I hope you have a great time with it until inevitably it gets taken down by Nintendo. So yeah, I hope the developers can beat the AI allegations. If they can, then honestly, I'm all for it. I respect the idea of just not actually creating most of the assets for a game, just using pre-made assets, and then instead spending your effort on making the gameplay good, which is seemingly what they've done, right? That's why it's being praised so much for the gameplay. Like, the art direction's all over the place because it's all pre-made assets, and, you know, the Pokemon ripoff designs are controversial. But I can completely overlook that, and I can respect that if the you know, the outcome is that they got to concentrate on optimizing the game and making the gameplay good. I absolutely respect that. Oh, a black market, huh? I don't really know what my HP is, but there is a... there's a Ventricle Razor, which, you didn't know, turns into Tech X. I would also gladly take a Birthright. You turn into anything worthwhile? Nah. Do you turn into anything worthwhile? Nah. Okay, let's spin down the Ventricle Razor. That's Chaos on the other pedestal. Or much rather, like, on the other rotation of it. How unfortunate. Is this 2 battery packs? Back to back? That's funny as hell. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna take, though. I'm not gonna press my luck. I'm gonna enjoy me this Tech X and live with it. Might as well do the rest of the floor, right? Maybe I can actually find a sack room, although now my HP ain't looking too hot. Yeah, well... I can't take pills. I was about to take this pill. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. You have Echo Chamber. You do not want this pill in your Echo Chamber. If it is a bad one, you will suffer. I think it really is just an indictment of AAA gaming. Or of major game developers. Getting worse and worse at optimizing games and stuff like that. And providing players with something that they actually want to play or something like that. Instead of, you know... here's Call of Duty 18. It's the same game. You have to pay $70 for it again. And it will take up 80% of your hard drive. What do you get in return? Well, the same game that you've already played. However, you can't play the old one anymore because the servers are going to shut down and nobody's going to play the games anymore anyway, even if the servers were still up, because everybody's playing the new one. Have fun. You know, I feel like that's like what's happening. That's why. That's why indie developers stay winning. Like, on the other end of the spectrum, you have an indie developer who I'm absolutely rooting for, who I'm like, yeah, you go, king. It's a Lethal Company guy. I'm absolutely rooting for him. He's earned those millions, brother. He should be making those millions. That's an incredibly well-made game. Strikes the perfect chord between comedy and horror, and it's nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna get out of bounds here. It's not happening. Oh well, I guess I could reroll in here, see what else I can find. Anything worthwhile? Nah, it's not worth it. I'm still carrying this unknown pill instead of something that I actually know. Curse of the Lost? Oh, fuck me. Fuck off, bro. Oh yeah, I got an item room on this floor too, and a shop. I should visit those. That's true, that's real. Well, that is a conjoined piece, in a way. But it also spins down into Ocular Rift, which is significantly more exciting. I'm not taking Ludo, although Ludo is fine probably with Tech X. It's probably just like the Brim synergy or something. I don't want it. I like the idea of Ocular Rift here. Now to find the shop. There's the shop. Happens to be right next to the boss room. How convenient. How convenient. It's broken watch and compass. Well, neither of these really matter to me. Neither of those really matter to me either. Well, I do have the Birthright effect, so I could just spin you down and see what happens. Bleh. Book of Virtue seems like a good pickup, though. Strikes me as decent. Strikes me as an acceptable pickup. And because I've gotten all I wanted out of this floor, I'm leaving. Fuck Curse of the Lost. I don't care if I'm missing out on anything else here. I don't care if there's a sack room at this point. I'm just going. I'm sure I can finesse like a cracked orb or a dad's key next floor. And not be like completely blind spot and forget about it. Like overlook it like I normally would, right? Knowing myself way too well for that one. Plenty of control over the items I get, which is nice. Okay, so Daddy Longlegs turns into Polyphemus, which is obviously crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on that first. I'm gonna focus on the Daddy Longlegs. I wouldn't mind the conjoined progress out of this, I guess. Sure. Alrighty. Hey, another chest. Would you look at that? That's fucking Haemolacria. And also the mulligan, which is crazy, but yeah, wow, what a stacked chest. Yeah. Yeah, Haemo's pretty crazy, huh? Okay. Alright, let's spin down Daddy Longlegs. The other items just kind of pay for themselves if I want to take the HP upgrades, which is obviously fun. Oh, another fruitcake potential. Okay, well, I might as well reroll this one then. See what else I can get. Oh, that's key. Perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping to find. Thank you very much. Boom. Open that damn door. Problem solved. Crisis averted. That fruity cake. And then if I take this, I can turn my red hearts, my soul hearts back into a red heart, which is actually not that great. I should have probably taken it first now I think about it. I think I'm going to find plenty of opportunities to get more HP. Well, I guess I'll reroll you some more. Whatever, spin you down, what do you got? That's a Brimstone in the ranks. I don't think I'm gonna get the charges for it, but it is technically there. Well, let's just use the strength card. Solely because there's another one on the floor anyway, so I can get another charge. Like, can I help you? There you go. Well, unfortunately, it looks like I won't be able to get whatever is at this, so I'll just get this. Bit of HP, goes a long way. Use the strength card. Holy shit, it did a lot to my damage. Like, it did a lot to my damage. Turns out, yeah, getting Magic Mush just on top of this, basically, is pretty crazy. And, as you can imagine, this run is absurdly broken! What a controversial run it's been, huh? The biggest controversy of all. Making it be just absurdly broken. Due to absurd luck. And see, in the end, it didn't even really matter that much that I cheated at the start. I just wanted to have, you know, the Planetarium item for the sake of it. I didn't actually end up needing Pluto all that much. I'm sure it's made dodging a little bit easier, but it didn't really matter. It didn't really matter that I cheated. I got all the other good stuff anyway. That being said, I hope my controversial takes about the gaming industry aren't too much to bear, I guess, whatever. And that you've enjoyed yourself regardless, and I can see you again tomorrow for some more of this. Yeah, have a good rest of your day, I suppose. Bye!